morning, everybody, and welcome to High Velocity Racing League ARCA Series action here at Talladega Superspeedway. I know that I'm not the normal voice for the ARCA Series, but I do have one of them with me, Happy, in the booth here with myself, Matthew Chase, as we were going to call the wonderful action here in the ARCA Series, our Beginner Series. Happy, how you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing good. You might not be the normal voice, but you are the preferred voice, so it all works out.
The preferred voice. Well, we call ourselves the preferred voice, or the GOAT, as some people have called me, which I don't understand why, but yeah. Talladega is, plate racing in general is kind of one of my bread and butters. It's one of my things that I like to do, so honestly, probably one of the better things for me to hop into as far as that goes, but we'll quickly take a look at the race info for the evening as we get ready to, well, maybe we will, if it's actually going to work. It was working just fine just a second ago. Why isn't it now? Got it. Give me just a second, folks. We'll be right back. Stupid. I'm going to have to quit out of it and get back into it. It's stupid. Yeah. Exit that. Quit that. What do you mean, thank goodness it's free? It should. It's paid for. It should never have any issues. As much money as you're paying for it, it should never have issues. And if there is issues, it should instantly fix itself. Should be no issues other than that. Hey, look, it popped up as soon as I fucking hit the button this time. Wild. But I gotta get back into the session now. No, I had to quit this. I had to quit out of the session in order to quit to close and relaunch it. The HUD, because I can't get to it any other way. No, it's on that monitor. Yep. All right, we are back now with that race info after the technical difficulties we got. 70 laps this evening with 3 additional sets of tires. They do have one fast repair with a competition caution set to be thrown at lap 23. And it's a 73-degree evening as the guys get ready to start their qualifying sessions. And a 84 degrees ambient, or not ambient, but track temp, so nice and hot. We'll see what these guys can do out there.
Yeah, I'm expecting a pretty good race from these guys. Like, these guys are, what are we on, race 8, 9? So I think they're starting to get really familiar with each other. So we'll see these teams can start working together really well. Get some good pushes out there.
That's what you're hoping for, absolutely, at this stage of the season. So we'll see what they're able to do. We got a couple of guys out on track right now. We'll take a look at Colton Lanford. Looks like he was one of the first ones out on track.
These guys should be taking it pretty easy here on this out lap. Sometimes this changes on which lap is the best lap. But I think for the most part, it's probably lap 1, is it not, for you? Or is it the second lap?
Usually it's first lap. Good old Trading Paints having issues. More technical difficulties, of course.
Well, let's just get it out of the way now. Make it easy.
Yeah, that's kind of my thought, too. Yeah, Colton's going low on his first lap here. And he kind of comes up off the corner as well down the backstretch. He wants to tuck down right to that yellow line if he can. That's the best place to be. Off of 4. Try to let the car drift up the track a little bit. Try to not bog it down coming out of the exit of the corners. Down through the tri-oval. And Nathan Woods will get the first time down at a 55.04. Lanford barely beating that with a 100th of a second difference, as he will temporarily be on the pole. Stevenson will jump up in front of him. Let's take a look at Reno Connor. He's finishing his first lap, 55.07. He's going to run low here in lap 2. James Bulka up to the top of the tower so far with a 54.97. And Reno doing a good job getting that car right down to the bottom. Keeps it right tucked. Now a little bit off that yellow line this time. Really want it to be down on that yellow paint, that double line, because that's the best way around the track for you. Here comes Reno around to finish his second lap. He's sitting in 11th right now through the tri-oval. And lap 2 is not an improvement for Reno. Nick DeTraglia out there right now as well. That's looks like his second lap in the number 95. Not sure what happened in the first lap. This one, bang, up to the top of the running order, 54.95. Puts the number 95 on the pole right now. Gary Wright out there right now. And Drew Halloran got a lap down. Drew going to sit in 3rd, just shy of the 55-second mark. That looked like his second lap. Here comes... Actually, that's right. It does go an extra lap, doesn't it? I keep always forgetting. But Gary Wright comes around. And Gary up to P6. Back to the 95. Can his time improve? Nope, 54.95. Looks like the fast time right now. Drew running tight to that yellow line. And he's not going to make it back to the line. So that will be the running order here for the start of this race tonight.
You know, with Drew Halloran there in 3rd, I think that's Thad Miller there in 4th. Thad Miller is 2nd in points. Drew is 3rd in points, shortly behind, and trailing by about 30 or 40 points maybe they are trailing Brandon Dayhoff. So with him using a provisional tonight, if those two guys do well tonight, they might be able to take over that lead.
Well, speaking of the chase outlook, we're going to take a quick look at it. We saw it on the starting screen there, but we do have Dayhoff leading it. Thad Miller, he could eat away at this lead quite a bit and maybe even pass Brandon if he can have a good finish tonight. Drew Halloran right behind him. And then Forrest Martin in 4th position. Quinn McLean in 5th. Jace Keller 6th. John Shields in 7th. John Stapleton is in 8th right now. Corey Moore and Josh Revel tied for 9th going into this race. Sean McLean in 11th and James Bulka 12th. 6 points above Mike Burns and Brent McKee, both at that cut line. And then Cale Dees in 15th, Ryan Stevenson 16th, and Brent Escareno in 17th. Before we get running through the grid and all of the IPL EOLs that Happy is handing out right now. We're going to talk about our sponsor. You see them there in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. DPR, a trusted home remodeling company out of West Bend, Wisconsin, is known for their high-quality, reliable home remodeling services. They have the craftsmanship, attention to detail, and dedication to customer satisfaction that you're looking for from your home remodeling partners. With more than 10 years of experience, they can help you get that kitchen, bathroom, basement, or your whole home remodeled on time and on budget. For more information on DPR and all of the services that they provide, head to their website, www.dpr-wisco.com. Thank you to DPR for their support for the High Velocity Racing League ARCA Series. Happy's doing the drivers meeting right now with our racers. And while he does that, we'll quickly go over the grid for tonight. Sitting on the pole as he just disappeared is the number 95 of Nick DeTraglia. Outside of row 1 is the number 28 of James Bolka. Row 2 has the number 3 of Drew Halloran and the 46 of Thad Miller. Inside row 3, Jace Keller in the number 1 with Gary Wright to the outside in 6th position, number 19 car. Row number 4 has Ryan Stevenson in the number 48 with Colton Lanford in the number 85. Row number 5 has the 26 of Nathan McGee and the 45 of Corey Moore starting in the top 10. Row 6, Nathan Woods in the number 12 with Nathan Murray. It's a row of Nathans there in row 6 in the number 47. Up next, row number 7, the 56 of John Stapleton, the second, with Quinn McLean in the number 21 to the outside. Row number 8 has Joe Kachmar in the number 33 with Sean McLean in the number 22 starting P16. Scott Rush in 17th in the number 76 with Cale Dees to his outside starting in the 18th position for the number 35. Back in row number 10, we got Reno Connor in the number 77 with Brent McKee in the number 92. Row number 11, the 14 of Burnsy, Mike Burns, with Forrest Martin, last week's race winner from Martinsville, starting in P22. Almost to the end of the running order here. Starting 23rd in row number 12 is Josh Revel in the number 5, with Cameron Deacle in the number 55. A lot of 5s in that row. Gregory Vadney. If that's wrong, I apologize. I am not the normal voice here. Somebody can tell me if I'm wrong. In the number 24, starting in the 25th position, with John Shields in the number 98, starting outside of row 13. I said that right. Yes. Rounding out the field tonight, Tim the Toolman Taylor in the number 23 in 27th with Shane Johnson in the number 2 car. Rounding out the field, Shotgun on the field. Of course, that is before all of the EOL penalties for all of the drivers. Seems like we're going to be getting ready to go here in just a minute. I'll make sure I go back in here and grab this because it seems like it's still picked up just a little bit, so we'll do that. Make sure it's off.
All right, there we go. I'm back with you here.
All the EOLs are handed out and everything. And
all EOLs are handed out. Someone had to go use a facility, so I told me we'll give them 2 minutes. So we'll go on about probably another minute and a half, and we'll go ahead and cut this field loose.
Perfect. Well, we'll go over quickly the race winner. Like I said during the grid running, Forrest Martin, the winner last week from Martinsville. That was an action-packed race at the paperclip, and it was a fun time. Looked like.
I thought it was a really good race. I actually thought they did better than most people probably thought they were going to do. I actually thought it was a really good race.
And we'll quickly take a look at the top 5 as well. As Forrest Martin got the win, Kerry Conaway ended up coming home second with Bernsey in third. Thad Miller finished fourth. Is that Shane Johnson? I think that was Shane Johnson in the number 2 in the 5th position. That was his first race of the season, I believe, as well. So,
I believe you're right.
Good on him. Good on him. And he's going to start at the back of the field. That might be a smart decision tonight with it being a super speedway. It's always interesting what's going to happen here at the super speedways. You never know if you're going to be caught up in it at the front, at the back, in the middle. It could happen anywhere at any time, and the big one will take you out, or at least take out your fast repair. Happy knows a thing or two about that, right? From Talladega. Good talk. Oh, he's deafened. He deafened himself. Yeah, we're just waiting on the field here. As it is, though, they're burning that fuel, whoever's got their cars running still. Here we go. Oh, whoever was in outside row 3 was not there. They're going to be falling to the pits. Gary Wright. Oh, and Nick has an EOL penalty as well. So that will leave the field in the hands of Drew Halloran. Oh, is it both of the guys in row 2 are going to be starting at the front? That's actually great for them.
Yeah, it probably is. Those first 2 guys. Who qualified first and second? I know Nick had a penalty from last week, and so did Nathan. Were those both up front?
It was DeTraglia and. DeTraglia and Bolka.
Oh, yep. Bolka's on the IPL. He's pretty far down there, so it's probably the best thing for him is to go to the back and save that anyway.
But honestly, qualifying up at the front gives him a good position on pit road. That's a really important thing in and of itself. So being in a great position on pit road can really benefit you late in the race, especially if you're trying to just gas and go. You can get going real quick and get out of pit road as fast as possible. So that's a really important thing.
Hang on, we're not going green.
One more time around. Looks like we're still getting figured out on the IPLs, EOLs and stuff. Yeah.
Yes, I went ahead and extended it 1 lap.
That'll get everybody.
They seemed like they weren't going to be ready, so they asked for an extension. So
that's good. At least they asked before we got almost to the restart zone. You know, that's always a positive. We've had that happen a couple of times in the Truck Series so far this season.
Oh yeah, we have no problem extending, especially before we even go green. This is the best time to just go ahead and extend it.
Trying to look through the field and see some of my favorite paint schemes right now. One that stands out to me is the number 1 of Jace Keller, that PPG Toyota Camry. Very nice looking, sleek design.
What are you talking about? It looks just like yours.
What are you talking about?
You're
That's
blue
not.
and white.
Oh, that's not
Blue.
what. That's
That's
not
what you were
why.
going for.
That's not why. I do like the blue and white though. I also like. Where is he? Forrest Martin for last week's winner. I like that Red Bull car too.
What number is Forrest? He's like 17, right?
Number 17. Yeah.
I do like that. Who was the David Seeds guy? That was Nathan McMurray, I think. I really did like his truck.
Nathan, you did it again. You did it again.
No, did I do McMurray again?
You did.
I told him he's just going to have to get used to it.
Nathan Murray in the 47. Yeah, he's got the David Seeds on the back, and he's got Hungry Jack on the front this week.
Yep, it is. Oh, he changed it up.
Changed it up. He's like me like that. Old school looking rainbow car here for Tim Taylor. Tim the Toolman Taylor. You got to always add the Toolman in there.
Have to.
He's got it's like a knockoff. I wouldn't say knockoff. It looks like Chumba Casino, basically. Similar to what the 2311 drivers have been running a couple of times this season.
All right, little info for you. Stage, or our comp caution, will be at lap 23. I did ask. They would have about 18 laps on their stint is what they have on their fuel run. So definitely going to need a caution, maybe 2 to make it.
Yeah, you won't be able to save to the comp caution, so. And reminder,
especially with this extra parade lap here.
Yep, 70 and if anybody had their cars running as well, that's also going to play a factor. But 70 laps tonight, 3 additional sets of tires. They probably won't need all 3 sets extra, so we'll definitely see some strategy. Tires, no tires, depends on what everybody's feeling. There goes the pace car diving down pit road, leaving the field in the hands, rather, of the number 3 of Drew Halloran, Old Intimidator. And the long drive around to the restart zone. But we are green flag racing from the Talladega Superspeedway.
I think some of these IPLs in that single long line is really going to help get this race kind of going. I don't think they'll push quite as hard. It'll take them a little while to group together and catch back up. So I think that'll help them in the long run.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. As you can see, the inside line being preferred. Everybody running, looking like they want to be on that inside. You got about 3 or 4 drivers on the outside lane trying to make it work, but there's so much energy going to be derived on that bottom. There goes Miller to the top, trying to make it happen. Make a pass for that first lap lead, and it will be the 46 leading lap number 1. And he's got some help now. Right behind him is KLD's, and now Thad Miller wisely dropping to the bottom.
1 and 2 or 2 and 3 in points right there. So with Dayhoff missing, that's really going to help them out if they can. I'm sure they're hoping for a good finish.
Oh, they absolutely are. You know they want to get a good finish. And look how fast from the back of the pack to the front goes the number 2. Shane Johnson, 3rd in line on the outside right now. Trying to get up into this top 5. Got real tight out of turn 4. Kind of reminds me how the Gen 6 car drives. How it did at Daytona anyway.
Man, we have 2 big packs. You have these guys, what are they, like 2 seconds behind probably?
Yeah, you got leading that group, not Corey Moore. Nick DeTraglia looks like he's trying to make his way back towards the front. He's got Colton Lanford and Nathan Murray, not Mick Murray. Those guys going to drop down. The best thing they can do is get single file and try to work their way back towards this front lead pack. And they're going to have to pick up Corey Moore along the way as well. But they are continuing to lose time to that lead pack.
They seem like they are in single file now, though. I think they are understanding what they need to do. They're just going to have to tighten it up a little bit if they hope to catch up.
Yep. Absolutely, and they can get Corey Moore here as well. That will give another car in line. If they can get tight, that would help them out tremendously.
Hopefully a nice veteran like Corey Moore will kind of get him straight, maybe come over the comms and tell him let's tighten up a little bit.
Corey's always been pretty good at super speedways, it feels like, too. At least in the truck series, it seemed like he was always in contention at one point or another. Lots of movement out front, though. They're 2x2. Thad Miller and Cale Dees leading both lanes. Oh, a couple in the grass there. Trying to see where that was, who that was. I want to say it was right around here with Nathan Woods and Quinn McLean, around that area. They got it all figured out, though. Still 2x2, 5-6 deep. Cale Dees out front. Oh, and Drew's spinning. Big wreck into turn number 3. Saw that happening. Lots of cars damaged in that. And it all started with the number 3.
Yeah, I was kind of watching back in the pack. I'm not sure quite what happened there.
We're going to go back and take a look
here on the replay.
Go back and take a look at it. Looks like he gets a run. A little bit of zipper effect here as the 40... Is that the 48? It is the 48. He and the 3 get collected together and back down in front of the field. Grabs Jace Keller, who goes up in front of the field and picks up a bunch of those guys. The 12, 55, the 14, 56, 76, 33, 26. Bunch of drivers collected up in this one. The first big accident of the evening.
Yeah, that was a lot of hits, especially so early, only on lap 5 or 6 here of the race. That's really going to hurt quite a few of them. Did the 46 kind of get into Drew and push him up, or did Drew just go up?
Well, we can go back and take another look at it real quick. Let's see if I can find Drew again. We'll go with the far chase just to see. No, it wasn't even anything like that. So if you're looking at the broadcast right now, Drew gets a run on the 46, gets the quarter panel, and then the 2 and 48 drop down to maybe try to make something happen to get by the 17, and just real bad timing as Drew was already in the spot and nowhere to go for a lot of these drivers. 21 does get by, as does the 92. Might have gotten through that no problems at all. 76 plows into the back of Stapleton. In the 56. Lots of damage all around.
Oh, 92 might have just be able to squeak by, didn't he?
I think he did. I think he just barely got through that.
Yeah, it's kind of rough with these high speeds, man. One of those incidents, I mean, what would that collect? Probably 10 or so of them?
That was a bunch of cars down pit road right now, from 12th all the way to the tail end of the field. So 12 to 28 all down pit road right now.
Now, being up front, would you have went ahead and pitted here? Because 6 laps in, now you know you can make it on stage, but you're giving up all that position.
I think based on how much of the field came down pit road, I mean, you just saw a bunch of those guys get caught up with damage. So you know those fast repairs are burned, or they're going to be dealing, as you can see, with the tail end of whichever car that is, right in front of the 28. I think that's Reno Connor. Yeah, Reno Connor's got some big-time damage on the left rear quarter panel of his car. So you either going to have some aero damage for these guys that didn't go or did go down in pit, or they're going to be using their fast repair. One way or the other, that's a bonus for you. So I think, yeah, if it was me and I'm like Cale Dees and Flores Martin, all these guys at the front, I would have come down pit road on that first time around, gotten my fuel, only taken fuel, no tires, and just try to get out as quickly as you can.
Yeah, I think I would lean towards agreeing with you on that. Good thing here is, I don't know if a lot of these guys know, but I mean, you can get a lot of damage repaired here. Probably about a minute 40, I think, if I remember right, on these big, long pace laps. So you can get a lot of damage done. So hopefully a lot of these guys don't have to burn their fast repair unless they are unrepairable meatball damage.
Yeah, I think a lot of people did have meatball on that one for sure, because especially drivers like Drew Halloran, who maybe he didn't. I mean, he's back down pit road right now. Take a quick look at him. Nah, he didn't take the fast repair that time. He still has a missing front clip. Maybe he takes it here. Yep, there it goes.
I know if I don't have a meatball, I'm going down the first time, no matter what. I'm going to see how much time is that. Then, if it's 7-8 minutes, something like that, then you can go back around and go ahead and use your fast repair.
The only scary part about that is if you go down there and you got required repairs. That's the only scary thing about doing that. If you go down and have those required repairs, and you can't, then you can't go anywhere until those are at least taken care of. Looks like Scott Rush has called. Never mind. I thought Scott Rush was gone, but he is right there. It was showing him in last place right now. So he must be, yeah, he's more than a lap down. He is a lap down, rather, excuse me. So the only car one lap down, though. But Jace Keller got caught up in that, and we know Jace is, battling for points as well to try to get as close to the top as he can. He's caught up in that. John Shields, he's near the bottom of the chase right now. He's getting caught up in that as well. Mike Burns, somebody who's battling from the outside looking in. A lot of people getting caught up in that we're hoping probably for a really good day here. Lights are off on the pace car, though. We're double filed up, ready to go. Racing once again here on lap number 8, coming to lap 9. Here comes the pace car diving down pit road, and now for the long drive around the tri-oval into the Geico restart zone. If it's still called that. If not, it's just the restart zone. This might have been one of the ones they changed. I can't remember.
They'll call it something new next year.
Green flag.
The United Rentals restart zone, it looks like. But here we go, green flag racing once again. A great jump on the outside from Forrest Martin. Hopefully that doesn't result in a penalty for him. Does a great job of getting down in front of KLD's as well. So the 17 out to the point now. Trying to make it back-to-back wins. Looks like a great run around the outside.
14, 92, and 22, I think, all at the pit for a black flag.
A lot of black flags to be served here. That'll only benefit the 28 and the 77 running around the outside, as something just crashed on Happy's end. Here come a few drivers down pit road, like you said. .92, 21, 55, and 14 all coming down. Oh, and a big jump to the outside by James Bolka, trying to make it work. Gets down in front of Reno. Forrest Martin still leading the way. Smartest thing they can do is try to get single filed out and try to make it work for a little while. Try to get some laps ticked off and get to the comp caution. Although for some of these guys out front, they do not have enough to make it, I don't think, unless they were able to save enough through that caution. That would be surprising if they were. And the one who's going to really not benefit from these other guys having to make that black flag pit stop is Scott Rush, because Mike Burns and Brent McKee are by themselves. And they're going to get chased down by this field for sure.
Guys are actually doing really well, just staying single file. I mean, why race 2 by 2, right? When you're on lap 12 of 70, you don't have to. So I feel like they're being really smart right now.
Well, looks like a battle for 7th is starting. Leading the charge, your pole sitter, Nick DeTraglia. He's got Nathan Murray in line right behind him. And now we're going 3 wide. As the bottom goes up to block, a big run starting here on the high side. DeTraglia up to the outside of the race leader. Tim Taylor in line with these guys as well. And there goes DeTraglia out to the race lead. He's going to stay high and continue to pull along Murray. Murray drops down to the inside lane. And that will be the 95 out to the race lead.
Those two right there started last and second to last with their EOL penalties after the IPL guys. So, you know, not a tall order to come back in front just a few laps here at Talladega.
And not only that, avoid that big wreck that we had already tonight as well. That's a testament to the good driving that they're doing here. And they've got themselves in position. Good track position will always be a good thing. Only 4 guys on that outside lane. They are still trying to make it work out there, though. And leading that charge is the 48 of Ryan Stevenson. He's got Cale Dees with him, as well as the tool man. Really not able to make anything happen, though, with only a handful of drivers. 3 cars on that outside lane. And you can just start to hear the motors of the guys and the lap cars in front of them, as Burns will be the first one on the chopping block here. Mike Burns into turn 1 and 2.
See, they get through this lap traffic here. Dinkle, the 55, is staying high, so that's good on him to try to stay out of the way there.
Oh, that was, yeah, Cameron Dinkle. Oh, there's more contact up front.
Oh, keep it straight, keep it straight. Oh, no. Oh, there they go.
Big time issues. Trying to see where it is. Cale Dees. Thad Miller got involved in it as well. Thad's missing the front bumper.
Yep, and no cautions out.
2-car incident and no caution. And Cale Dees looks like he is coming. We have a yellow flag now. Not sure where it is.
He may have been going too slow in the race service when he came back on finally.
Oh, Gregory Vadney's got issues. We'll see if it was him. Oh, that might have been the other caution. Yep, definitely was. Let's take a look. All right, looks like Gary right involved in this.
Oh, Gary was doing good, staying way in the back earlier in the race,
And
too.
he got hooked by Reno. Down to the inside. Trying to see if he gets hit. He saves it off the wall, so good job on him there. And locks it down. I didn't see anything else. I think that was it. Nathan Woods had to jump to pits. Not sure what happened to him. And I didn't see what happened to Gregory Vadnais as well. Okay, here's more to this. Oh, 24 is upside down. What happened here? Extracurriculars after the fact? Oh boy, yeah. Yeah, let's take a look at this. So something happened here to the 12 and a hard shot. So let's take a look at what happened to the 12, I guess, too, because lots of things to unpack from this incident. So he's looking to try to fill the hole here, and Drew is there. And Nathan Woods gets hooked there as well. So just the timing of all of those incidents happening at the same time.
Oh, so this is where the actual caution came out.
Yeah, this is all, I mean, this is all simultaneously happening. And here comes the 12 back up across the track right in front of the 24, and a hard lick for both those guys as Vadnais goes rolling and tumbling through into the grass and all kinds of flipping.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, that's a hard hit.
That's a Ryan Priest type of hit right there.
That is medical center.
Whew. He's still flipping. Look at that. Holy cow. Good Lord. And he ends up landing on the roof. Never mind.
Cockpit.
Oh, we don't want cockpit. Come on. That'll make people sick. Yeah, he's smoking. Gotta believe he's already used his fast repair too, because he is not getting it taken care of immediately. Unless he's still towing. Also a possibility. The ones that'll benefit from this, though, will be the guys that did not come down pit road with that first caution.
Right. We will have a short stint to lap 23, so we should get going about lap 20. Have a little 3-lap stint for our comp caution. So it'll help out the guys that got some damage that didn't have to use the fast repair yet.
And it'll also help out anybody who was a lap down.
Who is our next one? Who are the ones battling here?
Right now, looks like Scott Rush got that lucky dog. Next one would be Thad Miller, but he is on pit road trying to get as much damage repaired as he can. And not sure if he is laps down already or not. Looks like he is not laps down, so looks like he would be still on the lead lap, which means Cameron Deacle would be the next one to get a lap back, but Deacle is 2 down right now. So yeah, Thad the last car on the lead lap right now in the 24th position. And Deacle would be the first one battling with Quinn McLean to try to get their one of their 2 laps back next time. Traglia and Murray did a great job working together to get themselves to the front. See what they can do here going to the comp caution. So used to just saying the word stage.
Yeah, I know. It kind of tricks me up, too. Well, since Drew did use that fast pair, I don't think he was able to have too much damage there on that little. I think him and the other car just kind of got into it, and then he was able to stay out of that. Maybe a little bit of damage, so he's still in it, but that's a lot of race left to try to. It's pretty scary. There's only one fast pair, and you're at lap 18 or 19.
Absolutely is. But here we go. Coming to lap 20. 3-lap run to the comp caution. Green flag flies in the United Rentals restart zone. That's going to always bog me out. A great jump, though, for Dedraglia as Murray will try to jump down in line right behind the 95. Lots of movement back there. Going to 2, Johnson moving up a little bit too much. Almost left the door open there for Corey Moore to slide right in. Two more trips around before the comp caution, and that looks like Corey Moore going out to lead the outside lane. He's got Stapleton right behind him. These two looking to get out into the race lead. A block thrown by Murray and Detraglia. They're going to stay to the high side. Moore going outside of that even to generate that third lane. These guys racing like it's stage racing right now. 3
That's
wide.
What I was about to say. These guys are going for it, man. They want to get that interview. They want to talk to the great Matthew Chase.
Oh, and there goes Tim Taylor around in front of the field. Caution is out. Hard shot into the wall for the 23. And that will be the comp caution. As looked like Detraglia was leading it as it came out. Quickly take a look at this. We saw what was happening. Taylor on the outside, Nathan Murray on the inside in the middle of 3 wide. Take a look here. Looks like Murray comes up into the 23, loops it around in front of Murray and McKee, but a good job actually there by Taylor, keeping it off of most of the field. And I honestly, just the 2 of those guys involved in that incident. But like I said, a kind of a hard shot there to Taylor, the nose of Taylor's car. And the caution flag flew from that.
It was a really good job by both of them. And then also a lot of those other guys to having some good awareness and avoiding some of that.
I mean, Stapleton was right there in position to get into contact with him, and he got by before anything happened. But yeah, no, it looks like very clean job of getting out of that with very limited cars collecting damage. Everybody going to come down here and pit. Make sure they get race fuel and Goodyear Eagles on their cars.
I feel like these guys are going to start calming down just a little bit, knowing probably a quarter of the field, if not a third of the field, probably have used their fast repair by now, especially after that first big incident. So I think a lot of these guys should play it a little bit more cautious, so we might get some more green flag runs here.
Handful of drivers also staying out. Ryan Stevenson, Cale Dees, James Bolka, and Reno Connor all staying out. So they must have gotten their pit stops taken care of last time. Looks like Cameron Deacle going to get one of his 2 laps back as well. So the 55 will be only one down and positioned for the lucky dog one more time on the next caution that we have potentially. And it looks like our leader at the comp caution, Nick DeTraglia, is out of pit road. So if we want to grab him real quick, we can do that. All right, Nick DeTraglia up here in the booth with Matthew Chase and Happy. How you doing? Getting the lead here after having to go to the back of the field so far tonight.
Yeah, man, it's been wild. Me and Nathan have been working out really good together.
Yeah, we saw you guys challenging at the lead and really push on that high side. So how important has it been to have that really important person to help get you around the track?
It's just really nice to have somebody like, you know, he's looking behind him, seeing what's happening, and then, you know, he's just kind of telling me where we're going, you know. So it's good, just good teamwork, you know. This is a really good team that we got. It's working out really well so far for our second week.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And so now you don't have to worry about an EOL this time. It was just a penalty that you had last time, right?
Yeah, yep. Unless I get EOLs next week, but I don't think so. So hopefully not.
Awesome. So far you're sitting in third here. Plan of attack just to continue doing what you've been doing then?
Yeah, I got Mike Burns, my teammate, behind me, so hopefully we can hook up and hammer it up to the front.
All right, well, we'll get you back down with your team. I believe that was Flatline Racing.
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck the rest of the way, Nick.
Thank you.
Good first stint of the race there for the number 95. From the front to the back to the front again. As Happy gets all these EOLs handed out for everybody, which is why he's silent for me right now.
I will. Let me hit them up.
Oh, you didn't have to mute up. You're good. You're good. Third of the race under, or done and dusted so far. And right now, the 48 of Ryan Stevenson leads the way. He will have DeTraglia right behind him with Burns on the outside in row 2. Cale Dees will be in the second position on the restart. Looks like Stevenson trying to save as much fuel as he possibly can. Riding that apron. All right, coming to the green flag this time. Seems like everybody's all set to go as far as EOLs and everything goes, so here we go. That long trek around to the restart zone. As the AC kicks on for Happy.
Green flag, green flag.
Green
That's
flag.
a good microphone.
Green flag flies here once again.
It's hot here in Texas. I have to have that portable AC everywhere.
I'm the weirdo up here in Maine right now. I got the AC going with a heated blanket on to keep my legs nice and toasty, you know? Stevenson and DeTraglia, they'll get a very good jump. As the cars rip by down the backstretch by that static camera. And John Stapleton up into third position right now. He has got the number 2 of Shane Johnson right behind him. Lots of movement going on there behind this first little gaggle as Halloran out to the outside. He's right behind the number 35 of KLDs. Two-car tandem trying to make it work on the outside.
It seems like they're losing a little bit of ground. I think if they could start side drafting, they can probably stay down and maybe gain a little bit of ground. But I don't know if this is a series you really want to trust everybody on really close side drafting.
Yeah, I don't think you can, really. I think you have to really just make it work. As there goes Joe Katchmar in the inside, as well as Jace Keller. Those guys made their way back up after that first caution of the evening. They're battling side by side with Kale and Drew. And Mike Burns looking to the outside, trying to make it happen. He gets in the front of this line on the outside and decides better of it. I think there was too much of a run coming, as Kale Dees will get side by side with Mike Burns. And Burns looking to get back out there again. Trying to lead the outside line. Good push in there going from Kale.
They're going to have to get that tighter. Going to have to keep straighter in that if they want to stay with it. Looks like Drew's looking to bail out that top line as he does.
Yeah, he sees what's happening, I think. The best thing that he can do is wait to try to get in front of this group, I think that'd be the smartest thing. You might see a couple other guys do that, but there goes, make that Murray. That is Murray.
Yep. Drew and Murray both went ahead and went back up to the high line.
How much patience will these guys have? They're going to look to force it 3. Nope. Bail out of that as well. Oh, and DeTraglia goes to the high side in front of Burns. Those guys are teammates. They're going to try to make it work around the outside. Meanwhile, Stapleton gets tight to the back of Stevenson. Outside starting to generate a lot of energy. They got to get tighter, though, if they're going to try to make it happen. The draft is working. But they got to be tight in order to make the passes happen. And, oh, a little bobble there from the inside of Stevenson as he almost came up into the 95 of DeTraglia. Burns looking to push his teammate out to the race lead. And he will do so. There goes the 95 to the inside. A little bit of side drafting going on there from Murray, trying to make Katchmar fall back a little bit.
Kind of leaves his teammate out to dry, though. I feel like he probably should have stayed up there, kind of ran with his teammate till you both got cleared. That would have been ideal, but maybe Mike said go ahead.
That was a scary situation there. Jace Keller had to avoid contact between himself and the 47 of Nathan Murray, who dove down to the inside. If I had to guess, he's going to be looking to jump back out to the outside. Man, Keller has been bombarded by a couple of different drivers as Drew also jumped down in front of him. And Burns looks like he's going to get down in front of Halloran as well. And now we're single file in the front of the field. The first one out of line is last week's race winner. Never mind, not anymore.
Of course, Barton, Jace Keller decides to go outside, but I don't think that's going to be a wise move. I don't think he's going to get anybody to go with him.
No, and Forrest Martin actually was really tight to the 92 of Brent McKee. Looked like he was going to have issues there. And I think Keller might have fallen back in line as well. Yeah, we're single file here. As we go out to the blimp, you can see single file racing all the way around Talladega.
They're putting down some good laps now, so I definitely like seeing this. They're just taking their time. Oh, the number 2 goes up high there. I don't know if he got pushed out of line, jerked it up, and 33 took advantage of that. I don't think he was meaning to go outside there.
I can't imagine he was. And he's going to fall all the way back to the 8th position because of it. Couple guys on the outside right now. Nathan McGee and Cale Dees just on the outside of the top 10. Cale's going to drop down to the bottom and leave Nathan out to dry. McGee will have to find a hole there to get in. And there's that hole he was looking for. Cale looking to make another move now, though. Got Corey Moore in front of him. Corey going to drop back down to the inside now. Now Cale's going to fall all the way back. All right, we're going to get a little more racy now. Corey Moore pushing the 3 of Halloran around right now. And again, that experience coming in as he's been a racer here in High Velocity Racing League for a while now.
Already a series winner, a race winner anyway in this series.
Yep.
So is Drew. Maybe it just feels like they can work together. Someone be a 2-time.
And Drew looking to side draft a little bit, looks like.
They left it open. Now they're going to have to go 3 wide here, going in the corner. Is that 2?
That's 3.
3, sorry.
Still 3 wide. Drew's got nowhere to go. He's in the sucker hole. He's going to drop down now. I think he might have been thinking about pitting too, but I don't think so. I think we're still a ways off from that. Now he's going back to 3 wide. That's dangerous there. Looked like Corey Moore was getting ready to drop down a little bit more and be tighter to that inside line.
Yeah, most of these guys have about 13 laps on their run right now. You have Ryan Stevenson that's running P2 at 18 laps, and Cale D's running P11 on 19 laps. Everybody else I have is on about 13 lap stint right now. So 2 of these guys are going to have to pit very soon. The other one should be 5 laps behind them.
Hey, you would think they'd be getting ready to, although they could be saving some fuel in the draft, but
these are where teammates really come in handy here on pitting together.
yep, we've seen that a lot in the Truck Series, Gen 6 as well.
And Cup Series.
And the Cup Series.
Yeah, I mean, that's what a good team will do.
That was almost dangerous there from the 47.
48, 35, and Reno, 28. They're all pitting, so we're definitely going to have a few pitters this lap.
Coming off of turn 4 now, we'll watch as some of these guys dive off. Said the 48 was one of them. Here comes Stevenson. Oh, that was almost big time problems there, as hard on the brakes was the 48, and Murray almost caught him. DeTraglia and Murray both coming down pit road. They get it slowed down in time. Those guys coming down.
Yeah, 47.95 called their pits pretty late. It was kind of like a last judgment thing. So I think I kind of checked a lot of people up there.
Meanwhile, that relinquishes the race lead to the 33 of Joe Katchmar. He's out front now. Now this group is 8 cars deep with a couple more trailing in right now. Looks like about 12 total cars in this lead pack. Second group being led right now by Colton Lanford, with Josh Revel and Tim Taylor in this one, as well as Thad Miller. Looks like Fadney was able to get the car fixed up pretty good, actually. Must have been able to use his fast repair, because he's out there racing now. He is, I think, a couple of laps down, though. But he's in this second group. Corey Moore out front trying to make it happen again around the outside with Drew Halloran. And they've got the 2 of Shane Johnson with him out there, as well as the 56 of John Stapleton. And this time around, Corey Moore should lead the lap. Can't get clear for Halloran. Halloran's going to make the move to the inside now. Heck of a move from Drew.
That was a good move. Now these guys on the upside are going to need to start getting themselves shuffled down.
Yeah, we should be a handful of laps away from being ready for pit stops. So, got to be ready to go.
Yep, 14's going in right now.
Take a look at this from TV3 once again. The high camera for Mike Burns. He's down, and it looks like he's by himself on this pit.
That's not going to be good.
That's not going to be good at all. Hoping for maybe some guys from that second group to come down with him. Nobody bites. So Burns all alone down pit road. He's going to have to hope when he comes out he's able to get picked up by somebody quickly.
Corey Moore is able to take the lead there. Go ahead and get his point.
Got to imagine they're getting ready to come down here in the next few laps as well.
.117 and 85 are pitting right now, along with Tim Taylor in 23. So we're going to have a few coming down this lap.
That's 2 in that lead group, and a handful of them coming down. They got down to the apron early on turn 4 there. Take a look at the track map here as well. We'll pull that up. Race leader running down the backstretch. 22nd place right in front of them. That is Cale Dees.
I think our top 3 or 4 are pitting right now.
Would make sense.
It might be the rest of them. There's a lot of talking, a lot of chattering going on the race com, so it might be quiet. It might be all of them.
Not all of them.
Like
3 of them stay out. That's going to be Johnson, McKee, and McGee. That's it. Tongue twister right there.
That's a good group to pit with there. It looks like they got 6 or 7 of them right there. Not to mention about 10 behind of them. So that's going to be a good group.
Yep, just got to make sure everybody in that group knows what they're doing. Fuel only, or if they're taking tires, make sure they take their tires early on. And get linked up and get right back to work, drafting and generating as much speed as they possibly can, as quickly as they can. Got to believe Johnson, McKee, and McGee are going to be coming down soon as well. This trio, the only ones to have not pit yet under green flag. Yep. Nope, they stayed out. I thought it looked like they were going to do it, but they stayed out one more time.
Yeah, they're talking about it right now. I believe they said they're going to go next lap.
Well, they're going to have lap traffic with them, hoping maybe for a caution as well. That might help them out as far as getting some of these guys caught down a lap.
So who's going to be our net leader? So that's going to be Drew if he gets able to get around, which he should.
No, I think that's going to be Detraglia.
Oh, there he goes. Sorry. Yep. I just seen Drew start dropping as soon as I said that.
Yeah, Detraglia is sitting in the 4th position right now. This group of 6, they're not tight, but they are drafting. And Drew right now is by himself, but he's got 2 cars right behind him in Stapleton and Gary Wright. Those 2 should be able to get linked up with him.
Top 3 there going in. So
Yeah, they're down pit road now. That's going to leave the lead to Detraglia, more than likely.
So who's in this group with Detraglia?
We've got Nathan Murray, Ryan Stevenson, Jace Keller, Forrest Martin.
Pretty good group.
I think there might be a lapper in this group. I can't tell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Is it Deagle?
It might be Deagle. It is Deagle.
Okay.
So 5 lead lap cars with 1 lapper, but that lapper is turning some good laps still.
Now, who do we got behind this for this position? Looks like Drew, Stapleton, Gary Wright is with them. Should be a lap down. Brent McKee, Shane Johnson.
Those 2,
he doesn't lose a
I
draft.
say those 2 just came off pit road. I think they're both probably going to lose the draft.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that car 3 there, they're going to have to get tight. And I've seen it before. They can make ground on a field of 6 if they're not really linked up. These guys can still make up ground.
Yeah, Stapleton looks pretty tight to the back of the 3. Not tucked right up on the back bumper, but they are pushing pretty good. Keep an eye on that time difference. It is 3.4 the gap right now between P5 and P6.
Ooh, there's a wreck. There's a wreck.
And it was the lead group too. 95 of Detraglia involved in that. He's crab walking down the backstretch as well. Bolka caught up in it as well. Let's take a look at what happened from the chase cam. We'll go back just a touch here. Looks like Lapper. Detraglia trying to get up to the teammate as well and came up too early. Mistake there from the number 95.
Yeah, he's pretty upset over comms, but I hope he's watching the replay on this. There's a lot he could have done to avoid that, and definitely shouldn't have went on the underneath here. Then he cut up. So
yeah,
cut
up too early. I mean that's the big thing.
Yeah, that's a lot of it's a lot of blame to go around there.
On the same token, though, for Bolka, as a lap down car, as a solo car on a speedway, super speedway, you got to be predictable, whether that's get to the bottom or get to the top. So I will say a little bit of blame can go to the 28 there, but the 95 probably should have gone to the high side. A lot more room up there rather than the bottom, and definitely came up way too early to make anything happen there and caused a lot of damage to himself as well as to the teammate in the number 47. And that's going to leave the race lead to the number 48 of Ryan Stevenson.
Not to mention what is very key is using your race comms. If you're coming up on a lap guy, communicate with them. More than welcome to communicate with these guys. Ask them to move. Ask them to join y'all. Go high, go low. Got to use communication out there.
Absolutely. Now, will the 95 have a fast repair or not? That'll be the question. Definitely crab walking down pit road, so If he doesn't have a fast repair, that would be bad news for the number 95.
Yeah, did that collect Nathan as well? Nathan Murray, I believe, as well, right?
It did collect Nathan Murray. Murray is sitting on pit road, though. I'm going to see if he did a tow or not.
It looks like Nick's car is in pretty good shape.
Not seeing a tow coming in from the 47, so I think that might be bad news for teammate of the number 95 of Nathan in Nathan Murray. So,
man, I really thought we were going to finish green there. To be honest with you, they were so spread out.
Yeah, but now we got 24 to go. And
yeah, if it stays green here, they're going to have to come in for a little bit of a splash and go, which could be very interesting.
You know how Superspeedway races go, Happy. How do they always end?
With 1 to 3 green, white checkers.
Usually 3. We'll see what happens, though.
Yeah, it's like normally, no matter how much you're spread out, I swear within 5 laps, everybody's getting caught back up again. I don't know if I've ever raced a super speedway that didn't end with there was a caution with under 5 laps to go, no matter how spread out we were. But maybe this is it. This can definitely change things up because you know how hard it is to go in there. Some people actually get 18.7 full gallons if they pit with only 5 laps left. That's going to cost them a lot of time if somebody actually only put in 1.2 gallons. So there's definitely a lot of a learning curve and a skill gap from pitting on those quick splash and goes that could definitely gain you a lot of positions on the super speedway like this if they have to pit under green flag.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody's double filed up as well. Stevenson, though, doing the smartest thing he can do, getting down to the bottom on the apron and trying to save fuel under caution as much as he can. And as they run back down the backstretch, we'll talk about our sponsor for the evening once again. DPR, a trusted home remodeling company out of West Bend, Wisconsin, is known for their high-quality, reliable home remodeling services. They have the craftsmanship, attention to detail, and dedication to customer satisfaction that you're looking for from your home remodeling partners. With more than 10 years of experience, they can help you get the kitchen, bathroom, basement, or your whole home of your dreams remodeled on time and on budget. For more information on DPR and all of the services they provide, head to their website, www.dpr-wisco.com. Thank you to DPR for their continued support for the High Velocity Racing League ARCA Series.
Yes, thank you, DPR and Corey Moore.
Let's look at Brent McKee. We'll do a cockpit view here on this restart for the number 92. We'll see how tight he gets to the back bumper.
Green flag, green flag.
Big jump there for Stevenson.
Good jump.
But the
Gotta
outside
be careful
gets,
not to get too good of a one though here.
Let's say the outside also gets a better jump though as Corey Moore and Stapleton rip away on the outside lane. They've got plenty of...
definitely grab the lead.
Oh yeah, both of them should be able to get out in front.
Yeah,
Keller with a great
flying
move to
by.
the inside. Here comes Forrest Martin as well, teammate to Keller.
Yeah, look what happened to Stevenson. That's the cons of getting too good of a jump on the super speedway because then you just got freight trained and now you're back there 7th, 8th, may drop all the way back to 12th or so.
He's already back to 9th. You see here, this is exactly what McKee is looking at, sitting in the 5th position. These guys single file on the inside lane.
Three wide in the back there.
I guessed where it was and I was wrong. So let's go a little further back. They're back down to 2 wide, it looks like. Oh, big jump out of line there up front. Know who that
Matt
was?
Burns went out there. Yeah, Matt Burns went out there, and I think Drew said, "Come on, buddy, let's go."
Changed his mind, back down to the inside. Just the 2 cars in that outside group isn't really going to make anything happen, but he's just changed his mind. He's going right back out. Wonder if Drew's going to be looking for a little bit of side draft. Trying to hold himself in a decent position. Oh, and he closes the door. Katchmar says, nah, get out of the way. You made your bed, you're going to sleep in it out there on the outside, and he gets in behind. Meanwhile,
Chase Keller and Forrest Martin out on the outside. I think they're working together really well.
teammates at Holy Bible Racing, they're making the push to the front. Good hard racing here at the front. 2 by 2, 3 deep, almost 4 deep. These Holy Bible guys have Drew Halloran right behind them as well. Stapleton leads the inside group with Corey Moore tucked up right behind him. Look at Forrest Martin. That's all he's got. A big old bumper of the #1 car right in front of him. Got a good push coming off of 2. Now he's coming down into turn 3. They got lap traffic right in front of them as well. It's going to be interesting through the tri-oval. There's plenty of room there, so it should be easy to go 3 wide. That's Nathan Murray with the damaged car on the outside.
Time to communicate with the lap car to go high, and kill these goes all the way up to the outside and get behind the lap car for some reason. Now he's going to have to check up and slow down.
Here we go, back down the backstretch, the super straight. Can they get a good push? Gets one good push, but a little bit of wobbling down the backstretch. And they are not going to be able to make anything happen really there. Inside lane.
48.77 are pitting no.
That's actually pretty smart, honestly, if you can pit now. Only 2 going, though. If they're the only 2, that could be problematic. But they should be able to make it to the end and make that undercut work. If they just top off, it'll be a quick top off and back out they go. Oh, contact! What a
That's
save.
going to stay green. Yeah, that was a good save there.
That was a heck
Really
of a
doesn't
save.
even, you're probably not even going to lose the draft either if they were able to gather that up so quickly. Did space them out a little bit, and field might be a little bit, you have a lot of guys on here with 11, 13, 15 laps on the stint, and then a lot of guys that are on an 8-lap stint. So these guys might not pit all together.
Oh, and Stevenson's still on pit road. That's not good.
Oh, he have the Kern treatment.
Either a speeding penalty or something else, maybe an X penalty of some sort.
Just a drive-through for an X, so I assume it's probably speeding.
Yeah. Unfortunate for the 48. He's caught a lap down now. Meanwhile, out front, Stapleton leading the way with Corey Moore and Brent McKee right behind him. Jace Keller leading this Second group, and Kaczmar going to make a move to the inside and force Keller out of the way. Definitely an unexpected thing to happen there.
Yeah, these three up front are staying pretty tight together, so I see them kind of be there here at the end. They could run a real smooth here.
15 to go. At this point, I would think if you don't have enough to the end, which should be everybody, I'd be going any time right about now. As long as you've got a big enough group to make it work, shouldn't be any issues.
Yeah, nobody in the top 12 are under 10 laps. They're all at 10 laps all the way to 17 laps on their stint right now. So nobody there can make it.
If it's me, I'm going at minimum this next lap. That's what I would do. Get down pit road. Make sure you got a good group of drivers, especially for people like Stapleton, Moore, and McKee. These guys have been running really well together. If those three could get down pit road with a couple of other drivers they trust, I think there's a good chance they could get down, get their fuel, and get out and have a really good run to the end with 14 to go.
But there are people like number 3 in the call, the Wolfpack of 1, so he's got to kind of wait to hear a few guys saying they're going to pit before he decides to go down, because I don't believe he has any teammates out there.
I mean, yeah. We've seen people with teammates go down pit road by themselves, though, too, so. But I know you can't make it to the end. There's no way. Especially for people who've been leading the race, like Stapleton's been leading for a handful of laps now. There's no way he can make it to the end of the race. And he's trying to make a block onto Keller, who's made a very good run around the outside with his teammate Forrest Martin. And they've got Cale Dees right there with him as well.
I know 14 and 33 are pitting. I think I heard 3 key up. I'm not sure what he said. And the 96 Trackless is going to pit, and Cale Dees as well. So going to have quite a few going down. So
I don't think Cale's going to be able to get down there. That's the thing. He's coming from the outside.
you are right. He is. He's definitely not going to make that move. Yeah, he's still trying to call it here. He's going to have to go all the way to the outside. There was an opening there, so lucky for him.
It worked out.
Yeah, it's a pretty good group there.
Dees, Kaczmar, McGee, Halloran, Burns, and DeTraglia. See if they can continue to get linked back up as soon as they make that pit stop, though. Now, if I'm this group here that's at the front that has not gone yet, this 7-car group, this time would be the time to go. Get all single file and get down pit road clean and clear and make it to the end on that pit stop. That's what I would do. There
Good
goes
job, Miss Cleo, because they are gumming this lap.
Any of them staying out, though? That's the real question.
Just 1, 2.
Oh, Forrest Martin didn't make it down pit road. You know he wanted to come down with his teammate.
Yeah, I don't know if he felt like he wasn't gonna make it.
Or he didn't want to do it from the outside, maybe.
Right. Yeah, that's really gonna put him in a hurt, though, I think.
So leading that group that is already pit, Nathan McGee. He's got a 0.4 of a second gap, though. Drew Halloran, Cale Dees, and Nick DeTraglia. Oh, and a block thrown by the 26 there. Now they're going to be 3 wide. Never mind. Offset is figured out really quickly.
Here you go, Shane Johnson and not Shane Johnson. Forrest Martin has decided to go down by himself right now. We'll leave Shane Johnson just out there on the island, running P1 right now. He's going to get chased down so quick by this group of Nathan Murray, Reno Connor, and Gary Wright. Going to chase him down.
Also in front of them, though, Jace Keller, Brent McKee, and John Stapleton all got out in front of Cale Dees, Drew Halloran, DeTraglia. And Martin's coming out of the pits right now. They're going to blow by him right here, though. Right there as you see him in turn 1 and 2. 10 to go. Shane Johnson stays out one more time. Gary Wright has Reno and Nathan Murray, but those two are a lap down. The only one that's not is Gary Wright.
Yeah, so we have Johnson, Gary Wright, Josh Revel, and John Shields all on lap 16. John Shields is on 15. So the top 4 probably are still going to have to pit, which is going to leave our net leader at Jace Keller right now.
And this trio, they've worked well together so far. Dees, Halloran, and Martin are coming, though. They are 2.5 seconds behind this group of 3.
He gave good pushes to Keller there.
The smartest thing these guys can do in this trio is make sure those pushes are awesome and they can keep themselves gapped out. That will give this trio a chance at the race win. If we get a caution, that's going to completely flip everything on its head. Now, Gary Wright did get to the race lead now, out front.
Yellow flag is out.
It's like I called it. Colton Lanford has crashed.
Oh my. I thought they were slowing down there. Well, that's going to change things up a little bit.
Let's take a look at it. Go far chase from Lanford.
Looks like he was getting pushes.
Middle of the corner, gets a push, gets another push. And around he goes. And
Yeah, that was just
Dunter.
trying to push, trying to be aggressive, just a bad push. You know, it happens. Would like to see that finish under green, but
I would say this would help those guys. Where's Gary Wright going? He noticed it. Okay, I was gonna say, Gary. It would help the guys like Gary Wright and Shane Johnson. But everybody else is already pit.
yes.
So now they can pit. But they're going to fall back behind everybody that's on the lead lap.
There's a lot of guys that haven't caught the pace car yet, so maybe they won't lose as much. Surely they'll catch a pace car by then, so.
Yeah, that 4 drivers that hadn't come down pit road will do so. It's going to leave Keller, McKee, and Stapleton as the top 3.
Is that Stevenson that gets his? No, Dinkle, it looks like.
Yep.
Dinkle has made his way back on lead lap.
He has.
And he's been multiple laps down since early on in the race, so here it is with what, 5 left or so when we go green? No, probably about 3 left when we go green. Back on the lead lap. So.
4 to go, I think.
Yep,
I
4.
think.
Yeah, that's right. Quinn McLean here. Looks like he's going to get a wave around, as well as Sean McLean. So those two should get wave arounds. Where's that going to put the McLean brothers?
Sean will be
lap
back on the lead lap. Quinn will be 1 down. Want to grab our race leader?
Oh, sure. Why not? See what he's feeling.
Let's see what he's feeling. Jace Keller up here in the booth with Happy and Chase. How you feeling?
No, y'all didn't. No. No, not again. No.
No, you got this, man. Hey, you got some people behind you who have been doing a really good job of pushing you, and now that your teammate is going to be able to get caught up with you as well, you're going to be looking to get your teammate involved in this finish for you.
If I can, yeah. We've already had a discussion about how that's going to go if he gets up here. So
That's good.
I just got to keep pace and keep the two behind me.
Yep, absolutely. And we saw some people get a bit of a jump on the last restart, and that cost them. So just make sure, be smart about your restart. Make sure the person behind you is with you and tight to you, and you can get a good jump on this restart. And good luck the rest of the way, buddy.
I appreciate it. That's the plan.
Yeah, what do you think? We're the Grim Reaper wins or something?
Last time y'all pulled me up here, I flipped.
Well, let's not have a flip tonight. We've already had one driver on their lid a couple of times. Let's see a good clean finish to the end. Good luck.
I appreciate it, guys.
I didn't even realize this, but his teammate's the one that caused the caution too, Colton. Colton's feeling bad because Jace had a good chance at winning that race under green.
Well, I mean, I don't know if Colton actually caused the caution, but
you understand what I'm saying. The caution came out because of a teammate. That's always the worst feeling as a teammate, is to be the one that was the cause for the caution. I say the cause with a
is it?
air
Because
quotes.
I don't feel like Chris Weiniger has felt bad at all.
I think
For
he
me.
has. Well, no, not last season, but this season he has. Oh man. Yeah, well, to be fair, there was also some chatter in our comms from Gen 6 where people on our team needed a caution, and we got one when I didn't need one either. So, and people were begging for it. I seem to remember that happening at Michigan. Happy. So.
Do remember that, and yet it still didn't help me out. So
Yeah. See.
I take it back. I wish it didn't happen.
Yeah, I know. It would have been a race win for me in there. Regardless, though, 5 to go, coming to 4 to go. These guys are all doubled up, ready to go. It's going to be a sprint to the finish.
So what's a good position for you right here? I think personally, I'd probably rather be in about the 3rd row. I think 4th.
Second row inside's where I want to be. I can push the race leader out and then make my move on the last lap if I can. That's me. I feel like I feel like I'm a pretty strong pusher, so I feel like I could get tight to the leader and really be able to make sure that they go when they need to go and get them out in front, especially if I had some sort of a comm, especially if it was a teammate. But I know these two aren't teammates. We'll see what happens, though.
That should be a pretty crazy finish. I foresee a green-white checkered.
Very possible. Green flag flies.
Gotta be careful not to get too much of a jump there. I think he let off it a little bit.
Smart
move by Jace Keller.
Very
Definitely
smart.
looks like he let off, yes.
And Kale's looking to the outside already. Making it 3 wide in that second row.
Goes with here. Yeah, so Kale's going to get left out here, I think.
He could side draft it. He's doing a good job of holding Forrest back.
Yes, someone's going to have to go with him, or he's just going to start losing ground.
Yeah.
There you go. We got someone else jumped out there for quick man. It looks like he dumps back down into the line too. Oh no!
Oh, that was close.
Oh, that was close.
Forrest bailed
there we
out
go.
of it.
Someone below the yellow line there.
Oh, here comes Drew Halloran around the outside, trying to find a teammate to push. Great run from the number 3 with 3 to go. Oh, a little bobble there from Halloran. DeTraglia gets back to the back bumper. Corey Moore trying to make the far outside work. Big move, big push.
That outside leg, that third leg, kind of starting to form.
All the while, Jace Keller leading the inside group. He's got Stapleton on the back bumper. Detraglia trying to push Halloran still. Looked like Stapleton might have decided he was going to try to go out there, but did not make the move quickly enough. 2 to go here in Talladega. There goes Stapleton looking to the outside. There's a spinner in the back.
Went back.
Big wreck. Yellow flag is out. And you get your wish, Happy. We get overtime.
Gotta love overtime. Man, you know, they were doing really good there. I'm curious for you to look back and see what happened there. But they were doing good. Heck, they were running 3 wide there for a couple laps. So
Let's go take a look at it. Shane Johnson, I saw him get loose. We'll see what happens, though.
ooh, 48, a lot of damage there.
Hit the wrong one. So let's see what happened. I want that chase cam, that me cam.
Gotta have you
I hit the wrong button again. Let's go back. Let's try this again.
Ooh, somebody I think flipped. Yeah, I was hoping he stayed down the apron when my view cut, but he was not able to do that.
All right, let's see. The 2 goes to the middle, trying to make a move 3 wide in the middle. Reno jumps up a little bit, letting off, and bang, right into the left quarter panel of the 2. There goes Johnson to the inside, and he's trying to save it, and back up into traffic. There's the 48 of Stevenson. Bang, hard shot into Lanford. And Vadnais once again has nowhere to go in the same spot as it happened last time. A little bit of contact there with the 2 of Johnson. Trying to see if anything else happened after the fact. Looks like it was just that trio of big-time damage.
Oh, yeah. 48 did go up and over a time or 2, didn't he? Yeah, that's a lot of damage out there. I think a lot of those guys are probably not going to have their fastest pair left at this stage of the race.
Let's take a look. I didn't quite see the flips happening. I just kind of saw what happened to the 2 there. So let's go
48.
back.
I know he did at least one.
76 gets a little bit of contact into the back of the 48 and a hard shot into Lanford. That's where the flipping started. After the 85 bounced off the wall. Hard flip. Looks like just one, though. So not too terribly bad, but he had to tow to the pits, so he's probably done. And oh, something else happening here. Nathan Murray. Says Nathan Murray crashed twice. Oh, he's must be a lap down. That's all it is. He's falling to the back.
Oh, had to stop.
Yeah, letting everybody by. I was going to say, under caution, that would be a bad thing. We will not bring the 1 of Keller back up again.
I think you should.
No. We won't do that. Let's grab somebody else. Let's grab John Stapleton. He's starting in 2nd right now.
There you go.
John Stapleton running in the 2nd position right now. How you feeling about your chances here with 3 to go?
A little nervous, not gonna lie to you. Hopefully we can get this top lane going and get a side draft, and you know Talladega, it's chaos right to the bitter end. So just hopefully we're in one piece and we can get a top 3 by the time we're done with it.
It is, and you got McKee going to be starting behind you. I know you 2 were running a lot in that last stint, and it seemed like you guys had some good pushing and shoving going along there. So hopefully you guys can work together and make yourselves, maybe top 2 or top 3 for both of you. That'd be ideal for you, I'm sure.
Oh, for sure. I know he can get a little aggressive towards the end of the races, but I'm excited to see how this one pans out. I know we got enough fuel in the machine. I don't know about anybody else, but let's just hope we stay green and get this race over with. I'm ready for a beer.
Well, there you go. Well, we'll get you back down with your team. You guys are in Rushmore, right?
Yeah, sir.
All right, we'll get you down there. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
We'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting.
Definitely going to be interesting. I know John Stapleton has won, and he won a preseason race. He hasn't won a regular season race yet, so I'm sure he'll be excited to pull one out here.
And on the outside, he will have the 92 behind him. But on that inside, Keller's going to have Mr. Aggressive himself, Drew Halloran, right on the back bumper of the number 1 car. With the 95 of DeTraglia, who those two were really pushing around the outside. Aggressive pushes going all around the track from those two.
They were working together well. And behind that, we have the 46. So then up top, I mean, Burns is still in a doable position to get a podium, maybe. So they're at about 8th, it looks like. So
Chaos can always happen, and if chaos happens, you could be in a position to make yourself at the front of the field. You never know. These top 6 or 7 could take themselves out, and then next thing you know, Burnsy's out front to win the race.
will almost guarantee happen on the corner 3 and 4 coming to the checkered flag. Seems like it always happens right there. But we'll see if these guys can avoid that.
Overtime number 1 of 3.
Always gotta love the green-white checkers here on these super speedways.
Yeah, not me. Not when the caution comes out as we're getting ready to take the white flag. We've had that conversation a few times. This track brings up some sore memories for me from last season in the trucks. Myself and Kufel side by side, having a chance at the win for both of us, and neither of us get it because we had to pit for fuel because of overtimes. But here we go. Pace car dives down. The long trip around to the restart zone.
Hey, that race worked out for me, though.
It did work out for you. Did not work out for me.
Innocent bystander.
Into the restart zone.
Green, green, green.
And a pretty even start for both lanes. No hard pushes coming from either driver. McKee, though, right to the back bumper of Stapleton.
I'm really curious to see what Drew's going to do here. Is he going to keep on changing lanes? Because you know he does like to change lanes often. So we'll see if he's going to try to make his move early or wait till a little bit later.
You got to wait till late if you're in that position.
Really on the bumper of Keller there, though. Really giving him a good thing around.
He wants to push Keller out in front and move up to the high side, guaranteed. Coming around 3 and 4. One more time around.
Left Stapleton there.
Yep, there we go. I told you that was what was going to happen. Haller into the outside. He's got DeTraglia with him. White flag at Talladega.
Thought it might have been a little bit early, and we got a wreck, but that it doesn't matter. That's not going to bring a caution. Yeah, I thought it was a little early, but Drew was able to cut down there in front of Jace Keller.
Gary Wright and Mike Burns involved in that one, as is Vadnais and Tim Taylor. Halloran leads it. Another wreck off of 2. There goes Forrest Martin to the inside wall. 3 wide down the backstretch. There goes a lot of drivers, 3 or 4 of them. Stapleton gets out clean with Corey Moore. A couple of more wrecks.
All of them.
Everybody but these 2. It's a drag race to the finish. Moore and Stapleton.
Get it? Corey Morris. I think Corey Morris is going to get it.
Corey Moore has the lead right now. Stapleton has the inside. Coming to the checkered flag. Corey Moore wins on the last lap pass. Drew and his damaged car are able to get around for 3rd. Bolka 4th. A good finish for Bolka. And Deacle is in 5th. So after all of that being a lap down, Deacle is able to make it back to the top 5. But Corey Moore able to take home the win.
Oh, and it looks like, sorry, I was away for a moment, but yeah, it looks like the unofficial there, it looks like Drew was able to get third, huh?
He was.
Man, that took everybody out but 2 guys. That was a crazy ending.
That was a wild ending. Corey Moore burn it down a little bit there.
Because it was on the white flag. There are no cautions once you reach the white flag.
True statement. We do need top 3 to the broadcast waiting room, though.
There are no cautions on the white flag. There's nothing that can be done. Racing forever and always. Nothing you can do. You can't throw one. iRacing won't throw one. It's impossible.
What a race, though.
That was a very good race.
And while we wait for those guys to get into the top 3 to get into the broadcast waiting room, we will run through the race order. As Corey Moore takes it home, John Stapleton in second. And those 2 teammates, I believe, as well. Now it says Josh Revel in the 3rd position. So I'm not sure what happened to Halloran. So maybe a 20X issue there for Halloran. But
yeah, I know he said something about a penalty. I tried to holler back at him, see if it's something that needed to be cleared or anything like that, but he never contacted back with me, so that might have been what it was.
Deacle.
Especially put him.
Oh, go ahead. Finish up what you're saying.
If it put him on the first person to lap down, then that's probably exactly what it was.
It's showing him 44 seconds back in 17th position, so I don't know what happened exactly, but nonetheless, Josh Revel takes it in 3rd. And then Cameron Deacle, 4th. James Bulka, 5th. Shane Johnson in 6th. John Shields, 7th. Joe Katchmar, 8th. Nathan McGee in 9th. Colton Lanford rounds out the top 10. Nick DeTraglia, your pole sitter, will bring it in 11th. Brent McKee, 12th. Cale Dees, 13th. Thad Miller, 14th. Scott Rush rounding out the top 15 with Forrest Martin in 16th. Showing Drew Halloran in the 17th position. Mike Burns in 18th. Continuing down the running order, Gary Wright in 19th position with Reno Connor in 20th, showing him as the last car on the lead lap. Jace Keller, 1 lap down, had to tow, unfortunately, from the race lead on that last lap incident, with Tim Taylor, 22nd, Sean McLean, 23rd, Gregory Vadney in 24th, Quinn McLean in 25th, Ryan Stevenson, 26th, Nathan Murray, 27th, and the other Nathan Woods, in the 28th position. And it looks like our top 3 is in the broadcast waiting room, so we will grab our first driver, and that is the number 5. The number 5 of Josh Revel, who finishes in the 3rd position. Somehow, I don't know exactly what happened. Looks like there might have been some penalties there, but Josh, you end up in the 3rd position. How you feeling after the race?
Can you guys hear me?
I can.
Cool. Yeah, that was kind of a wild finish. I think I was I restarted 16th on that last restart, that green white checkered, and when everyone wrecked, I just did my best to avoid everything. And I don't know, I think there were a couple of guys that finished in front of me actually, but maybe they were disqualified. I don't know where I would have finished if not for that, but it's showing I finished third, so I'll take it. Helps my should almost lock me into the chase. Hopefully, I guess we'll see.
That's a good finish, though. I mean, I think you were just outside of the chase at the time, potentially, or were you in it? I'm not sure. I can't remember. You were in it, actually. Never mind.
Yeah, I was 22 points to the good coming into this race,
Yeah.
so that should help a lot.
Third place really should help. Yeah, I mean, it probably locks you in, I would imagine, or very close to it. So that's a good finish for you there. And I mean, how much did you really find yourself in? I know I caught you in one of the incidents there at one point in the race, but how did you fare throughout the night so far?
Yeah, I only had 4x until those last 10 laps. And I think the last 2 cautions, I had some incident points in, and then unfortunately after the race, someone decided to plow into me as I was trying to exit my car. So that was an extra 4x, but I
Gotta
guess
love
it
that.
happens. But I tried to just stay in the back all race, especially with being on the IPL. I figured for the first half of the race before that competition caution, just stay in the back and try to stay as clean as possible. And then I just started making my way through there in the last 20 laps or so. Overall, had a pretty clean race, so I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, and now our final race of the regular season brings us to Charlotte. How you feeling about the 1.5 miles in Charlotte?
So I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it next week or not. So, if I don't, hopefully I do have 2 provisionals left, but I'm trying to debate whether to use one for this race or not, depending on where I look in the chase outlook. But if I do happen to be able to make it, Charlotte is one of my favorite tracks. I've got a lot of laps there, so I think that I can do pretty good. But I've got some family stuff next week, so at this point, I'm probably not going to make it. But I guess we'll just have to see.
Well, finishing in third, I will say, nobody that finished in front of you was behind you in the points. So that being said, I think you're in a pretty good position. So hopefully the provisional at the very least will be able to get you into the chase there. But yeah, anybody you would like to shout out before we let you go, Josh?
Just the 24 car, my teammate Gregory. He kind of helped me there at the end. He was a couple laps down, unfortunately, due to an early wreck where he had to use his fast repair and get towed. But he kind of stuck with me those last 20 to 30 laps, helping push me. And just want to thank him. And yeah, my other teammates couldn't make it this week, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. Well, we will let you go, and if we don't see you next week, then we'll definitely see you in the first race of the chase. Thanks, Josh.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Josh Revel, the number 5, finishes in the 3rd position. Happy, you want to take our P2 finisher?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
All right. John Stapleson's up here in the booth with us. Happy, he's all yours.
John Stapleton in P2, man. How you feeling after that crazy finish there?
Sweaty. Already got that beer in my hand.
Well, that's good, because if you ain't sweating at the end, then you didn't race hard enough.
You're not lying.
Walk us through that last lap there, man. I know there's a lot going on. I know going into corner 1, if not just hell, maybe even some of the field was even crossed to the white flag when a lot of that stuff started happening.
Yeah,
Did
I
you
just
make
went.
any moves to get out there, or did a lot of wrecks just happen in front of you, kind of part the seas for you?
Well, I know the initial restart before that, the green-white checkered, the one before that, I could get a good pull on the number 1, and I was able to do that. I got a little good jump off the side. I did expect Brent to stick with me, but he didn't, which put me a little bit of tough prediction. And then, of course, they were 3 right in front of me, and you can't, just give and take here. And so I might have pushed a little bit hard. I seen what looked like 3 came up for a little bit of a late block, and I seen him go in front of me, and he was wide open. And let me tell you something, it was beautiful until I seen my teammate come off the right side of me. It's a heartbreaking thing, but as we've established, my teammates Scott and Corey, it's like if one of us wins this, we'll all be happy, and especially with us going in the points and in the chase right now, we definitely needed that 1-2 finish looking into Charlotte.
Right. So you are doing okay in points, I believe, correct?
Yeah, I think I'm sitting 20 something over the cut line.
Okay.
I may be wrong.
Then how about your teammates there?
Scott's unfortunately not in here. I know he missed a few races. He used some provisionals. Corey's plus 22, and I'm sitting at plus 29. So we were 8th and 9th going into this.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's looking pretty good for you. And how you feeling about Charlotte next week? It should be y'all's longest race of the season, really.
Yeah, for sure. It's give and take here. I'm just glad I'm in a little bit of a comfortable spot right now to definitely see how these points lash out. Charlotte's not my best track, but I've been dealing so far this year. Starting not in the best spots, getting off the IPL, and just working my way to top 10 finishes. So hopefully I can keep that momentum going and get another top 10 in Charlotte.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations on your P2 finish. Anybody you want to shout out to?
Scott Rush, my teammate, he had a little bit of a rough one tonight, and then of course the winner, Corey Moore. Like I said, at least one of us got to win it, and seeing Rushmore 1 and 2 makes me happy. But yeah, congrats to him, and looking forward to next week.
Now here's the most important question: what type of beer?
Coors Light. I want to feel good in the morning. I got work.
That's fair. That is fair. All right, we will let you go, John. Congratulations on the P2, and we'll see you next week at Charlotte.
For sure. Thank you, guys.
I felt like Corey should have tossed him a Pabst right out the window.
Maybe that's the first thing we talk about with Corey when we get him in here. All right, let's get him in here. Race winner, Corey Moore. We were just talking with your teammate there, and he said he's got a Coors Light. He wants to feel good in the morning, but we were thinking, since he let you buy for the race win, maybe you should have tossed him a PBR.
Yeah, he picked the wrong beer, or he would have won the race. I mean, it's that simple. No, yeah, I feel bad. I do. He deserved the win on that, and I just had so much momentum coming up on him that I just couldn't let off. I mean, I was just gonna blow right by him, and I was telling him sorry as I was passing. I just felt so darn bad about it. But it's good to see that he took second, and I know our other teammate there, Scott, he had some issues, but I'll take it, I guess. It's a win.
Yeah, I mean, Scott was able to battle back from, I think he was at least 1 down, if not 2 at one point, all the way back to the 16th position, so a good battle for him there as well. But yeah, I mean, right place, right time for all those incidents to happen in front of you. Looks like you were about probably 5th in line on the outside when all the chaos started to happen. So, I mean, you've raced in HVRL for a while. We've raced all together. I mean, we know how these races finish out. And, what was the mindset going into that final lap as you crossed the line?
So on that, on that last restart, it was, this race from start to finish is just a shake of the dice and, in the hand that you get dealt with. So, I was just going to just go. I was a little nervous about being on the outside. There's always an accident that happens within the first 3 to 4 rows, no matter where you're racing, who you're racing, it just happens. So it just turned out that they turned down onto the track instead of up this time, and I was able to just push my way right through. But, the mindset was just go and see what happens. And my plan was if I could get up by John, I was catching him. I was just going to push him to the win. And and then I didn't.
Hey, we got to be selfish every once in a while, right, Happy?
We do. Definitely do.
Anything for our race winner here, Happy?
No, just congratulations. I think you and Dayoff are our only 2-time winner so far this season. So, how you feeling about Charlotte, and how you feeling about your chances going in the chase?
It was a long time before I got that first win there a few weeks ago. So I think getting that out of the way was the trick. I feel pretty good about Charlotte. It's a long race. I'm pretty good with saving tires and trying to stay clean. The most important part about this race is I ended up with a 0x, so I should be off the IPL list which would help because I've been racing for, I don't know, 5-6 weeks now, 5-6 races in a row on that IPL list, having to go up to the front and then go to the back and then go up to the front again. So hopefully I can start up towards the front and just stay there.
Definitely, definitely. Well, congratulations on your P1, man. Awesome to see you up there again. I know you're excited, and hey, all you have to do, what most people always find this out, once you get that first win, all the others, I feel like, come in a lot easier.
Yeah, I mean, they might feel a little easier. They're definitely not, but you know, you want to get that first one out of the way. You know, and I had some good things happen, had some real bad things happen, you know, like everybody else. But yeah, I was so happy to get that first one out of the way, and we're just gonna try and run this train right to the end. So.
All right. Well, we'll let you go, Corey. I know we battled it out on Sunday between the two of us and a couple of other drivers in the trucks, and now you battled it out here at Talladega, and you're going into that track where we had that great big duel. And good luck to you in Charlotte, and congratulations on the win tonight.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
And that was the race winner, Corey Moore. And that's going to do it for us here tonight from Talladega. But yeah, happy don't go anywhere because on Sunday we got our first race of the playoffs. We're coming right back here to Alabama to race. Actually, no, we're going to Atlanta. Never mind. Trucks are going to Atlanta.
Atlanta.
That's
New
right.
Atlanta.
New Atlanta. Yep, that's going to be
Atlanta.
a blast.
It is. It's going to be fun. I'm really excited to see the playoff format. I mean, all you truck guys, everyone in there is capable of winning a race to upset someone else. Yeah, going to be exciting. Other than same with Gen 6 next week as well. We're going to start that playoffs, and they're actually
they are
we're
at
Talladega.
Yep.
Yes.
They are at Talladega. So Gen 6 and the ARCA series will flip-flop from where they were the past week to this next week. So yeah. And then again, like we were talking about, ARCA will be here on next Tuesday at Charlotte for the longest race of the season. And I will also be back for that one, so we'll be getting another dose of the Chase and Happy show here on Tuesday nights. But yeah, that's going to do it for us here from High Velocity Racing League and the High Velocity Racing Network. We will catch you guys on Friday for our podcast, and then back again on Sunday, for the Truck Series. Have a good night, guys.